Salutations, everybody. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Another day, another dollar, another bit of fun. As tonight we end up seeing Manchester United in my own FM save and IRL as well. And considering this weekend, unlike the last few weekends, has gone completely against United in that every single team that we want to end up getting a point or getting a loss failed to do so. Except for Tottenham, but to be fair, that's expected. We'll probably end up losing this game tonight, but I have hope. I have belief in my idiots, and we'll see what ends up happening with them. I believe that there's a chance, no matter how small, that things might end up working correctly for us and that everything will end up going correctly. So, with all that being said, I suppose all I can end up asking is all going good? Is all going grand? Is all going spicy? My friends, as I've lost the connection over, give me 1 second. Hello. The joys of when things finally end up working somewhat okay for you. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Joys, the joys. How has everyone's time been? Has the weekend been treating you good? Has it all been going grand? Have you the Christmas presents gotten? Have you everything received and ready to go? Is the whiskey brewing in the barrel in the back corner like mine is? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going spicy? Season's greeting the Lord Craic chat. It's a pleasure to have you in. Season's greetings and a pleasure to see you, Senior Da Bounce. How has the Craic been treating you, my friend? I hope it has been good. And Senior Duck, how is life treating you? I hope it has been good. Christmas has been a usual cavalcade of nothing for me. I'm just relaxing, enjoying the time. It's my first Christmas not being off, so coming to terms with that, but enjoying as everything ends up coming down. Normally, what would be happening in this period of time is I would be sitting down, playing FM in my free time, getting ready to end up doing it on stream. But as you can imagine, this game is still being a little bit with me, so we'll see how long we end up going tonight to see whether or not she works grand. We shall hope that she ends up working good for now and not capitulate completely like United IRL, but time shall end up telling. I suppose all I can end up saying is it's good that tonight, for us as United fans, well, for me as a United fan, that we still have Ahmad and Mbeumo. And it is absolutely hilarious that a rumour was spread out earlier on today that we'd be going with a 4-3-3, which would have everyone absolutely creaming in their pants about seeing the potentiality of Manu on the pitch, when there wasn't a goddamn chance of that happening. But hey, if it makes everyone feel any better, you're not going to see him on the pitch in my first game either, because this is the team we're going to go with versus the mighty West Ham. Can Senior Benny's mighty West Ham end up getting points off of us in this particular save? Potentially. We'll have to remember to give Senior Benny a shout out too when he ends up coming in, if he ends up coming in, as he has continued to give you your good old sub time, Senior Ducky. So we'll see how it all ends up going. I thought for a second the music wasn't working there, but it just took a while to swap over to the new song. Cool. Anyways, we're as well hop in and continue as we mean to go. Le Mens and goals. Yoro Delict and Ilya Zambrani. Stellar, Decat, Mbeumo. Julian Durant, Bruno Fernandes up here with Victor Ruch and Benjamin Sesko up front. United Road, take me home indeed, Senior Maddie. How do you feel about the team that he has played and the fact that there isn't a goddamn change in it at all? I actually don't mind, because there is an old adage in football that you never change a winning team. By the way, I'm playing this and always change a winning team. But there is that old adage in football that you never change a winning team. So the fact that he didn't doesn't bother me too much. I know there are a lot of people annoyed about the fact that Manu isn't playing. And as Michael Owen was turning around saying there recently as well, even the 3-4-3 that he has up is kind of a bit of a lie, because Casemiro is sitting further back, and it's kind of like he's doing a diamond with Bruno, Mount, and Mbeumo and Cunha up front. So it's kind of more of a 3-1-5 than a 3-4-3. If we're honest, or a 3-3-4. But we'll see what ends up happening tonight. Hopefully it ends up going well. Should be a bit of crack to see how it ends up going. It is in Old Trafford, so hopefully it'll be a bit of a harder challenge for them to end up doing. And in a good sign for us as well, Ruben Amorim doesn't seem to be wearing any United merch. And typically, if you believe this is an actual statistical truth, when Ruben Amorim doesn't wear United merch, we have a better chance of winning. Oh, God damn it. Come to here. Sorry, bear with me now. That means that we move you to there. Then we go to here. Sorry. She's taking forever to load, and I'm having a bug here as well, so just bear with us. You've got to be kidding me. Fine. Cool. Do that. Do this. Okay, cool. But we'll see how things end up going. I will play as well if this game ever decides to bloody load. Has anyone else been having issues with Football Manager in the last wee while, or is it just me that seems to be having issues with this goddamn game? Because I wasn't having this issue earlier on, so it's wonderful that it's happening to me again. Come on, play, you useless sack of crap. Ahmad? Oh, Mbeumo? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate there. Good attacking play, though, to be fair. Well, we might end up breaking this up in a bit. Yeah, I am, unfortunately. I'm about 2 minutes behind. That was a handball, too. Come on, game. Fucking load. Oh, don't worry. As we said before, Maddie, don't worry about it. I'm only watching it to see little bits of it, and if a goal ends up coming in, to be able to comment on it. At some point in time, I'll find a more reliable stream, but, you know, that's future Craic's problem. What, fuck this. A second, we might need to reset again because this game is horrible. If it keeps adding, I'm just going to change the game again and just not play this anymore because I'm sick to death of FM. I'm actually sick to death of Football Manager 26. This game's trying to give me an aneurysm of sheer stupidity. I'm not even like it's not even funny. I'm not even 5 minutes into the goddamn stream of playing the goddamn game and it already has me nettled. It's kind of funny. It's kind of impressive when you think about it. And then worse than that too, my bloody internet seems to be bugging out as well, so yay! Oh, I don't know. I despise it with a passion at this point. We'll see what ends up happening here again. Hopefully she ends up working correctly. Scott off and Adam... Oh no, Adam's off, Scott on. Interesting. Oh, come on, to fuck, you're kidding me, right? Alex Scott is meant to be a player that we're meant to be looking into as well, so that's interesting that that's something. Oh, I'm not in the fucking mood for this tonight. You shut off since you're not working. You shut off since you're not working. Okay, and let's hope that you load again this time. I don't know, this might be a bonkersly early stream considering I don't have the patience for this. Thank you so much for getting that for me, Duck. You are a gent and a scholar. Oh, she's working this time. Thank God. Okay, so let's hope that everything ends up being a bit more consistent and we can end up going from here. Apologies for the initial teething issues. I am kind of surprised that I am actually kind of surprised that Scott wasn't starting. Like, I like Tyler Adams, but like Alex Scott is a very good player. I'm actually genuinely surprised he wasn't starting for Bournemouth. Now, I haven't been watching enough Bournemouth to know whether or not he's been bad this season, but genuinely kind of surprises me that he's not there. I will say for us, a player that has heavily impressed me in the short time that he's been given, the short little cameo appearances that he's been given the chance to end up having, is Adrian Heaven. I'm really happy with how Adrian Heaven's been doing. Now, unfortunately, he hasn't been developing as much in my save, so we'll have to continue to poke at that particular bear. He is on the bench for us, but he doesn't look like he's going to be anything masterful for us. But I think Now, to be fair, I turned around and I said that he was going to be awesome for us anyway. I do think, and maybe this is me having bias towards him because I like the player and he was getting absolutely inundated with crap last year. But I do think one of the players that's been performing the best for us is Mason Mount. Christ, Petrovic. I like Petrovic. He's going to have a bloody Hands of Midas performance tonight, isn't he? Like, I legitimately don't think Chelsea should have sold Petrovic. I think he's a better keeper than Robert Sanchez. So it's funny that they ended up selling him. Okay, so. Also, I think I need to slow this down just by 1. Yep. So let's see if they can end up doing something out of this. God, we're all over them at the moment. They don't look like they're able to contain us. And then that happens to me. Unbelievable. What an atrocious concession. Watch this. Doofed. What is Le Mans at? Oh, God. We're going to end up losing points to goddamn West Ham. Up, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Is all going good with you? Everything is hitting the crapper for me at the moment. How's life treating you, my friend? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going spicy? He's been fine for me. He just has no potential. They haven't ranked him in any potential at all. But yeah, no, I'm just getting FM'd. Yeah, Benny would be a happy man. At least they haven't been killing us like they have done in the past. But like, we do need to do something in the future because we're doing nothing in this game. And by killing us, I mean literally killing us, because the last time we ended up facing against West Ham, well, the time last season we ended up facing off against West Ham, where they injured 4 of my players and my goalkeepers twice. I was going to say, if you didn't clear that. Rashford to Sesko. A horrible pass by Rashford, but hey, they made good with it. Sesko, well, won't you love when it stops there? Come on, guys, we have to do something. Get your fingers out of your arse and fucking get the ball up the pitch. We're doing nothing. I'm not surprised they're going more attacking. We're asleep at the wheel. This is insane. This is an insanely bad performance by us. Complete antithesis of what's happening IRL as well, which is really funny. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. How does everyone feel about that? What do you think of short corners? It seems like an incredible waste to me, short corners. Stellar run for the goddamn ball. And Julian DeVille, fair play to you, big man. Forced to swap over to the other position that you're not used to due to an Mbeumo injury, and does all of the goddamn work because Stellar isn't going to help you a goddamn bit. I've been doing well, which is the reason why I currently look like a crackhead with this bleeding eyes binding of Isaac hat. Depends if your team lacks physicality, then fair enough. Mine doesn't, to be honest. But I do need to check again to see if I have everyone down tackling harder. Ooh, this is new. This is significantly better. This is significantly better. I like this a lot more. I like this a lot more. This looks much nicer. This does look a lot nicer, doesn't it? Ooh. Ooh, Amad Diallo, happy out. Let's look and see what this one is. Ahmad needs this too. It's a shame he's going off to the AFCON, but Ahmad needed this. You, you Robin bastard, Ahmad. I mean, Ahmad needed it, to be fair, but you Robin bastard. Who was that beside him? Because they should have tapped that in. Oh, come on, show me the replay. I want to see this. I mean, it's even more than that. Sunderland beating Newcastle because Newcastle scored is marvellous. Up more than anything else. I think that's the best thing about it. Okay. Yeah, 10. Bruno. Oh, no, who's our 10? Who's our 10? It is Bruno, isn't it? No, Bruno's 8. Who's our 10? Cunha. Oh, no, so that should have been a goal for Cunha. Cunha probably needed that more than Ahmad, but hey. Still, happy out. What, are they looking to see if it's a handball? What are they looking for? Oh, they are. Anyway, nice goal. Nice for us to be 1-0 up. I think we deserve to be 1-0 up. We started with gunfire and gumption, so we'll see. Are they giving it as offside? No. No, he's giving it. He's giving it senior up. Or Maddie. Yeah, it's been given. Which is nice. Oh, okay, fair enough. I was wondering what you were saying there. I thought it might have been the handball because he did touch it with his fingertips. But it's nice for Ahmad. I hope Ahmad scores during the AFCON now and continues the momentum. Everyone keeping an eye on your Dalmatian pups as Donneville is about. Yeah, I don't get that joke either, Duck, if you want to explain it, unfortunately. I do think one of the funniest things about this weekend, though, up, was Liverpool fans, specifically Big Papa Paddy Murphy, turning around stating, am I getting the two of them mixed up? You know, the big one of the two of them. He is Irish as well, so I think I have it right. Turning around, joking about the fact that Arsenal won with 2 own goals against Wolves. Who gives a crap so long as you win? Cruella de Vil. Yeah, I figured it was something close to that. At the end of the day, I couldn't give a crap how you win so long as you win. As said multiple times on these streams. I don't care if you perform like crap so long as you win. But it is a bit concerning. It is a bit concerning for Arsenal that Gokares seems to be getting the Arsenal curse. United have it and Arsenal seem to have it as well. It does appear to end up coming down that side because he didn't perform good this weekend. Gokares, unfortunately. Now, can we end up getting back into this game and actually performing? At the moment, probably not, considering she's not loading. Now she's loaded. Cool. I wonder if the shouts actually do anything anymore. They do seem to be changing the morale of the players. So there's something happening. I mean, that's an understatement game. We've been disastrous. Stellar to Mount. Mount to Euro. Come on, start doing some good play. Julian DeVille up to Evan Ferguson. Let's go! Oh, the luck of a deflection. The luck of a deflection and the rocket of a kick. Wow. Evan was not planning for that to work, but beautiful. Just bounces it off of number 21 straight into the foot of Benjamin Sesko. That couldn't have worked any better. Like, 21 for them, I think, is Samwood, is it? 21 is Bernardo. Bernardo, the poor fool, causing us to get he practically assisted us there. The poor fool. I mean, you're both right in your wrong game. We are lucky to be ahead because we're not getting as many shots in as we should have. But at the same point in time, we have more than them, especially on target. But our XG is still disastrous. So let's see if we can end up getting more. And we're at 65 now. We do need to consider some stuff. Okay, so we're going to pause here. Is there anyone we'll put, even though, again, not his position, we don't have someone that can actually play there properly. So we're going to put Dogu on for Julian. And we're going to take Daniel the Cat off for Menu. And that'll be all of our changes this game. Let's hope we don't end up having any injuries, because wouldn't it be typical if we did? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how all of this ends up going, so long as we end up winning at the end of it. And we seem to be in fair control. We've had 2 shots in about 20 minutes, but neither of the 2 of them have been on target, which is annoying. Hold on, have they given the official goalkeeper jerseys? I don't think they have, but we'll have to look again when it comes up to it. Do they? No, they don't. They're just the generic goalkeeping jersey. So it's nice to see they're still being cheap there. I haven't been keeping an eye on any mods. And I'm not going to be downloading anything for this game until it's in a stable build for me. Because as you've seen just today, this game can sometimes just have a mind of its own. So until I have it a bit more stable, then I'll consider ending up modding it. But to be fair, I love the work that people have been doing on it. And fair play to anyone that is willing to do that type of effort, especially considering you get nothing for it. Like, I have the height of respect for modding communities at the best of times. But, like, holy crap, is it an endeavor to end up going down when you get nothing for it? Because it is unfortunately, illegal to give finances to mods. So, technically speaking, a modder can set up a Patreon, but the Patreon has to have nothing to do with the mod, because you're legally not allowed to get paid to do that extra work. I am in love with this, by the way. I am in love with the way this ends up looking. Now, I do wonder if the yellow is a card or if the yellow is the captain. I think it's the captain. But I'm genuinely in love with this. I love these little changes. Like, this is a nice inclusion that they put into the game. Because you end up getting all of the information. The XG chart is back in the whole lot. By the way, they died a death. It didn't touch the XG chart for about 25 minutes. But I actually really, really like that. See, I'm willing to praise this game when it deserves it, to be fair. God. I mean, we are by far the better team on playing IRL at the moment, but we're fucking sloppy. We're very, very sloppy. And another player who's having an underrated performance for me and won't get any praise for it is Casemiro. He's just in the right place when he needs to be. Again, as everyone knows, and it's not like saying anything new, Casemiro's big problem is he doesn't have enough speed needed for that particular role, but he's always in the right spot. He's a fantastic squad player. Like, if you could get Casemiro's wage down by half and keep him as a squad player, I'd happily end up doing it, but you do need someone for that position. You do need someone proper to replace Casemiro. But he's doing a fantastic job, even tonight, in my opinion. Let's hope that she actually saves, okay? Give all this praise to the game and then it won't save. Would be typical. Ooh. I might have spoken too soon, by the way. I hope not. Ultima stream is gone. So if anything ends up coming in, Matty, you can let me know. What the fuck, you? Do that. That. Okay. I'm on 24 minutes. I have no idea what we're actually at time-wise. 26. Okay, so I'm still 2 minutes behind. Nice to know. Euro's still not comfortable, is he? Euro's still not comfortable, unfortunately. God, I wish he was. But you can tell he's really not comfortable. We do seem to be a bit more adaptive today. The commentators are on about it as well, that the formation seems a bit different today. It does seem more fluid in its play, doesn't it, Maddie? Or anyone that's here. Maybe it is. Maybe, like, Delo is almost so high up that he's just a winger. But we'll see, I suppose. I don't know if it looks for fluid or if the players are playing they should every game. This is what I mean by we were so inconsistent. I mean, that's a fair point, that this could be just how he wants us to play normally, and we're finally playing with a wee bit of gumption that it looks like the system that he wants us to do. It very much could be that. We are, in this half anyway, definitely the better team. Sloppy, but the better team. Like, annoyingly sloppy. Like an awful lot of passes that should be going straight into the foot of a player that aren't. Like, our passing work has been very, very sloppy. But positionally, I think everyone's been okay so far in this half. There are a couple of players that have been dead, unfortunately, but there's not really much you can end up doing about that. Not everyone can end up having a great performance. It's a very, very good header by their 16. Onana palms that into her net. No. I don't think even Onana would end up doing that. I just don't think Onana would be there to get it. I don't think even he'd do that, to be fair, but I just don't think he'd be there to get it. I think he'd be on the other side of the goddamn goals, unfortunately, which is equally as bad, but, you know. I think if he was in the position that Lemens was in, he'd have saved it, to be fair. I just don't think he would have been in that position. Although I do find that, by the way, I don't want to be mean to the fucker. Like, he's a sound person. I genuinely think he's a better goalkeeper than United has showcased him out to be. Yes, he's having trouble in Turkey with Trabzonspor. So, you know, but it is quite the indictment when the Cameroonian manager does not want you, and the Cameroonian government overthrows the manager and forces him to bring you into the squad. like either he's friends with someone in the Cameroonian government, or that is an incredible play of just, you know, the right people. and you sell something. Like, it's unbelievable that that ended up happening, to be honest. Senior Benny, what's a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? You have come in off the back of us getting a hard-fought victory over your own West Ham, and you've come in the wonderful situation of this game continuing to act a bit shit. But you've also come in as United are 1-0 up versus Bournemouth in a display they, in my opinion, deserve to end up having. And you've come in for the crack to B90. I'll have you know, Senior Benny, you haven't been abused a goddamn bit coming in here. I turned around and said that your West Ham team gave us a hard-fought battle. And they did. That is in no way an abuse. You even got a shout-out by Senior Duck. I mean, do you know how I could abuse you now? Do you know how I could abuse you now, Benny? What I could end up doing is I could end up doing this. Well, you see, that is just the Schleigo in me coming out, where my O's end up sounding like... So it wasn't that I meant to pronounce them worst ham. It's just that West ended up becoming worst without me meaning to end up doing it. So it was worst ham when I meant to say West Ham. But to be fair, I think you knew what I meant. Or maybe you didn't and you thought I was being an ass. But to be fair to West Ham, this weekend you didn't end up having a bad performance versus Villa. I wonder if that ends up giving us a bit more gumption for when we end up going up against them at the end of the new year. But I suppose we can't count our chickens before the hatch. We have to get through this game first. And even though we have been the better of the two teams, it only takes, well, I suppose there's no point me saying it. This'll do.
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
Ooh, Emma doing well. Upon review, the original foul for calling West Ham worst ham is not to be considered violent conduct. However, slapping me in the fact that and lying about MLS is... I mean, you could say that. You could say that, Benny. But Blue Sky agrees with me. So when an entire social media platform agrees with you on the meaning of the acronym MLS, I mean, surely I'm right. You know, surely I'm right. You know? Also, speaking of the MLS, you have to feel a little sorry for Wilfred Nancy, don't you? Talk about the week of fucking hell to join Celtic. Like, losing your first game and losing the final. It's just a bad start. Oh, I'm not calling out on him or anything. You just have to feel sorry for the poor bastard. I will say, as an actual manager, his current biggest fault is his English. He holds himself quite well and he does sound, but he has to be bloody careful. He has to be bloody careful about the way that he's saying stuff. Or he's going to run into a problem of that Celtic support is going to get angry with him very, very quick. That's the only thing I'd end up saying to him. I'm not a Celtic fan. Celtic are a bit like Chelsea when it comes down to managers. They can shoot the barrel before they've cocked the gun. But I will say he has to be more careful about his bloody press conferences. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, in Scotland, you don't get away with saying that. You need to know the league you're in. If you walk into Rangers and you walk into Celtic and say that you're not allowed to do that, then that it's just a case like that. Then no. Are you saying the oh my god wow to the Mbeumo volley? Because you're not wrong. It was close. Or did one happen after that, Matty? I don't know who Nathan Jones is, so I can't comment. Genuinely have no idea who Nathan Jones is. But yeah, it was a good shot by Mbeumo. It's unfortunate, like looking at an alternative angle, it wasn't as good as you'd expect, but it was good to have that level of control with a volley. God, Cunha'd want to be a bit careful. He went in with full hog on that bloody tackle. Keep in mind, I'm 2 minutes behind. You know, the fact that the commentator is turning around stating Manchester United is contesting everything in a surprised inflection is an indictment of how shit we have been over the entirety of the last year. What the fuck do you mean United are contesting everything? They're playing football. Of course they're contesting everything when they can. Well, at least they should be. That should be the standard. What a statement. United are contesting everything. Like, I know you need to say something in this game, and it hasn't been a boring game, but it hasn't exactly been exciting either. But, like, that's one hell of a statement. Was at Southampton in the Prem and said it's hard to win against 10 men. Yeah. I mean, the sad thing about that is I can understand what he means too. Normally, when teams go down to 10 men, they park the bus completely. And instead of it being 4 or 5 at the back, it becomes 6 or 10 at the back. You know, that's what tends to end up happening when teams go down to 10 men. So I can understand in principle what the meaning is behind that, but it's a notoriously stupid statement. You just don't say that. Like, you just don't say that. It screws absolutely everything for absolutely everyone when you say that, you know? It's just one of those things you don't say. It's like, and to be fair, he did it, so it worked out for him. But it's like Ange Postecoglou with the "I always win something in my second season." Why put the pressure on you? There are some things you just don't fucking say. That's what it's like for Union. I'm guessing when you're saying that you have to win every game, Benny? Or, oh, was at Southampton and... No, so what do you mean that's like it's like in Union? What it's like for you, for the Union? Okay, I don't get that. If that's a joke, Union's kryptonite is playing versus 10 men. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. But there is a legitimate reason for it, Benny, because that's, as I was saying there, when teams go down to 10 men, they park the motherfucking bus, and they're right to, because you have to become a counter-attacking team when you go down to 10 men, or you're Vincent Kompany and decide, you know what, fuck everything and run into the bloody wall, which is amicable, until you leave your fucking club and leave them in the lurch. But it's actually one of the reasons why I really like Vincent Kompany at Burnley. Because he went down. You stupid bastards! I'm just after seeing the goal. What a goal by Semenyo as well, but oh my god. Yeah, Mount shouting at them as well. He deserves it. That's incredibly bad defending. Liverpool will do well when they get him. Yeah, Mount shouting at heaven to cover. Yeah, I don't blame Mount for being angry there. It's just a shame he wasn't quick enough to catch him himself. It's sad. It's sad to say it. It's really, really sad to say it. That's on heaven. Well, it's not. It's on Shaw. It's on Shaw. But like, heaven should have moved over quicker when Mount was telling him to. And the men should have done a better job of it. It's unfortunate that. Seen. Whoa, Duck. Seen Bean? I'm confused. Unless you mean Sean Bean, in which case, why are we on about the man that gets killed in every movie he's in? Also, by the way, the tag they give for Antone Semenyo being the goal scorer is awesome. That's an awesome tag with his hands up like this. Looks awesome. Also, you have to feel sorry for Mbeumo. He's had so many like good connecting points and just not been in the right spot to get them. Oh, okay. You're talking about my comment. Fair enough. Of course, when I take him out of my fantasy team, he finally scores after 6 weeks or so. Yeah, but he always scores against United. That was a foolish decision by you. Like, that was a foolish decision by you. And ooh, fights happening here. Ooh, what's happening here? I don't know, Benning. What are you continuing to do your Are you continuing to do your song rotation for the year? You know, where you end up doing a new album every week or day or whatever the hell you were at. I've gotten into the mood of electro swing in the last wee bit, which is the reason why that's the music that's in the background. Now, to be honest, the song that has put me into electro swing, I don't even know if it's on the music site that I'm currently using, so I mightn't be able to do it. Ooh, I don't know if this is right, but we'll add it to the queue and we'll see. As I was listening to a particular song, this might be the wrong version of the song, but still, any electro swing version of it is good. But I've been listening to a lot of electro swing recently, and it's been getting me into the bop. I wish I was actually able to do like line dancing or stuff like that. It's stuff I need to end up looking to in the future. Common Sense says Casemiro gets a red for that, so to be consistent. Did he even get a card, Casemiro? I thought it was Delo that got the card. Oh, wait, this might be something that I missed. So Menu and Delo got cards. Good clearance by Delo. So, unfortunately, that goal has killed all of our momentum. We've been dead, absolutely dead since that goal. Now, I know it's only been 5 minutes, but we're lethargic and we're dead. Now, I meant like a couple of years back, Casemiro got a red for the same thing Semenyo did. Yeah, unfortunately. Yep, this is the song. Well, the version I end up listening to is slightly different to this, but this one's still good. Yeah, I've also been into a Disney craze in the last wee bit because I'm a tit. Ooh. 5 minutes of added time? My God. Oh, yeah, I just seen the image. The menu ended up putting his hand on Delo's throat. That should be a red card. You're not wrong, Maddie. I'm only after seeing the actual card situation there. I missed it when I was looking at the reviews. Yeah, that's an auto red. Oh, United should bring that up with the PGMOL. That's one where you definitely should bring it up. That's meant to be a persona non grata. That's meant to be no, you don't go anywhere near it. The minute a hand goes anywhere near the head at all, it's meant to be a red. They said VAR looked at it and said it's okay. That's going to get. That's if fucking Howard Webb and the other tits come on to the show tomorrow and talk about how that's okay, then that's just corruption, plain and simple. That's insane. That's insane. I didn't even notice that. It's nice to see that even when Bruno ends up being taken down properly, he still looks like he hasn't. Like, even when he's actually hit into the back of the head, and Bruno just goes down like he's a sack of fucking potatoes, and just looks like he just dived. It's insane how that man has gotten to the point where everything he does looks like the actions of a crybaby. Ooh, okay. Are they going to give it? Oh yeah, no, yeah. To be fair, that's natural replacement. There's nothing he could do there. That wouldn't be handball anyway. It just came true for me. Oh, oh, Casemiro, you absolute beauty! Oh, and I praised Petrovic earlier on. That is disastrous by Petrovic. That is disastrous by Petrovic. And it couldn't happen for a nicer guy. I've been consistent in saying it. I think Casemiro has been very, very good this season. I think underrated. He's in the right places. His literal only attribute that he hasn't had this season is speed. It's literally the only thing that hasn't been in his equation. And it's a big element to be missing. But he's always in the right spot. He has good power about himself. He's made himself lean but strong. In my opinion, Casemiro currently has everything Manu is lacking. He's like my unfortunate opinion when it comes down to Manu is Manu's problem is he's like Garnacho currently, and he's not as bad as Garnacho was, but currently a gust of wind would knock him over. He needs to be more solid. Casemiro, although way leaner, I wouldn't like to hit him. He looks like he stands and holds himself like a brick wall, you know? But bloody hell, brilliant for Casemiro. I'm so happy for him. Of all people, genuinely he deserves it. And yes, Benny, this could be me glazing the absolute shite out of United too. I am well aware it could be that too. Ooh, wasn't a great clearance, that. Make the most out of it while you can, I suppose. Okay. So now that it's half time, do we talk about the elephant in the room? Do we talk about the fact of something that, because of how early I started, I didn't really get to talk about? Do we talk about this team selection and how Shea Lacey isn't on the bench? So, like, I know, look, he's gone to the AFCON anyway, so dropping Mazraoui from the bench is fine. You have Fredrickson in there instead, and Malacia in there as well. But, like, Shea Lacey has been dropped completely because Benjamin Sesko is back, which begs the question, were you ever going to play the bastard? Or was he literally there just to keep the record? And if he's literally there just to keep the record, he shouldn't have been there. And I'll die on that hill. I'll die on that hill. If he was just there to keep that goddamn record, the record should have been killed. And he didn't even need to be there to keep the goddamn record because Manu is there. But still, like, it's just annoying to me. Anyway. Again, that could be me just being a cantankerous tit. And I don't think that's fair. Come on, game. Lord Christ. I'm tempted to bring up bloody MS Paint and just start painting crap while I wait on this to load. Like, It's 3 days away until the FA Cup game too, so we have to go through more of these fucking loading screens. It seems to be. It seems to be, Senior Duck. Bloody seems to be. And you want to know? You want to know what's better? Do you want to know what's better about it being stuck processing, or if it is stuck processing? I haven't saved. I don't mind it, to be honest. Our first time has been so toxic. I'd rather leave the youth out until our first team starts to be more consistent. Believe me, I want them to play the youth as much as you, but our first team has been filled with toxicity and inconsistency for years. And look at the youth that has come through the past years and rattled with toxicity. I understand that. No, thankfully, as you can see here, it is still loading. It's just taking its fucking time. But I am going to save now while I'll go back and do the bloody thing. So we're going to be spending another 5 minutes waiting on this to goddamn load. I both agree with you, Maddie, and I don't agree with you, because Lacey didn't need to be on the bench. He had other options. You're dangling a carrot in front of the fan base of a player that could end up playing there. Like the example I'll end up giving you is, we didn't have strikers. That's fine. But if Shea Lacey wasn't going to be given a chance to go onto the pitch, you could have put Obi there, who's already had a debut. You could have put, I know he's a defender, but Tyreek Fredrickson there, in order, because he's already had his debut. You didn't need to dangle the carrot of a debuting youth there just to keep the record. You know? Dangling that carrot causes more toxicity in the group. I am adamant of the opinion that if there is no world that player is going to end up playing, and there was no world in any of the past 3 games that he was on the bench there that Shea Lacey was going to get playing, he shouldn't have been on the bench. Literally the only way Shea Lacey was getting on that goddamn pitch was if we had multiple injuries in the attack. Considering it's the first one of the night, Maddie, I'll give you that one for free. That's my only annoyance with it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal, the Shea Lacey thing. It's making a mountain out of a molehill. It's just an annoying mole. Ashday, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? I'm only after noticing that you came in. How has life been treating you? Hello, myself indeed. Has life been treating you? United have been performing fairly well so far this game. We had 35 minutes of greatness, followed by 5 minutes of incredible skitsiness, and then a fairly okay showcase of ourselves in the last 5 minutes there. But how has life been treating you, my friend? Ooh, I like this song, Maddie. You picked a good one. Been doing great, man. How about you? I mean, I'm enjoying life. I currently am dressed up like a crackhead because I can't be arsed doing anything else, and today is one of the worst bad hair days I've had in a while. By the way, I will get a graphic for this, but I suppose just oh, it's not working anymore. That's unfortunate. Anyway, just be careful. This might scare you. This might take you out of your boots. Just I look like I've grown roots. It literally looked like I've grown roots. It looks like I've gone swirls out of the anime spirals. Like, it's one of those days where my curls have just gone a bit too cattywampus. So the Binding of Isaac crying tears of blood hat is being on for the time being. Yeah, pretty happy with how they are playing. Hope we score more now. We'll see. I think that's been our biggest problem. It's weird because Mbwemu seems like he's up higher than Cunha, even though he isn't. And it is an unfortunate situation of where one of the two tens should be scoring and just hasn't been scoring, because Mbwemu has had 2 or 3 goals there where he should have scored. Now, I suppose myself, I think the only thing I'd end up saying is if I was being realistic on the score, it either should be 1-0 or 2-0 at max. At max. I think 2-1 is probably the right result so far, if I'm honest. So, I think we've been doing well, and I think the positionings have been doing grand as well. I've been happy with the performance myself. By the way, good news, getting a laptop before Christmas. Congratulations, my friend. FM26 is still a buggy piece of shit, but don't make that dissuade you from purchasing it, because if you can get it running, it's still a good bit of fun. And as Senior Matty told us about there earlier on the 24th of December, some of the amazing minds behind the modding community of FM are releasing the Stadium Pack, so you can make the game look even more fancy, should you decide to. What? Christ. Some people will take a win off of anything. I'm just getting a notification on my phone there, stating that Manchester United, with the goal that Casemiro just scored, are after topping a table over Arsenal. So they're top of a Premier League table over Arsenal. I'll give you an internet cookie, any of you, if you can figure out what table we are now top of. And yes, it's goals related. What table are we top of now in terms of all of the clubs in the Premier League? I'll give you an internet cookie if you can figure it out. Yeah, I won't be buying FM for now until it's on sale or something, but I got Red Dead Redemption 2 to enjoy for now. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a phenomenal game. Don't you dare try and 100% that game. Don't you dare. It is a nightmare 100%ing that game. I gave up. I gave up. When I needed to run over 20 rabbits, that's when I gave up. Not hunt 20 rabbits, run over 20 rabbits with the goddamn horse. That's when I gave up. Is that the game that's there? I know currently it's Hogwarts Legacy, which, considering Hogwarts Legacy is a phenomenal get, I got it there on Epic Games, and yes, that might be enough to make me consider playing it at some point in time. It would even tempt me to buy the DLC. So don't be surprised if at some point in time a Hogwarts Legacy stream ends up happening. I haven't played it. I haven't watched anyone play it, and I have no feelings either way on J.K. Rowling, so it wouldn't matter to me. I'd be playing the game anyway based on its own descriptions. But be interesting to see what ends up happening. No, Ashday, it's not corner, but it's related to corners. And it would be mean for me not to continue going, so you can have half an internet cookie, Ashday. United are now above Arsenal in the Premier League, and as a result, everyone in the Premier League for goals from set pieces. We are now set piece FC. It's shocking, to be honest, that we're above Arsenal. Because it doesn't seem like we've scored 11 goals from set pieces, but that's our 11th goal from set pieces. Although, funnily enough, we are second in the league for goals. I mean, you're both right and wrong on that, Duck. Technically speaking, she's an executive producer on everything that's done there. So they do have to run the script and everything by her before it can be put through. So, like, she didn't write anything. She didn't really do anything. But the same way as she didn't write anything and she didn't do anything for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but she's still a executive producer in them, you know? Like, she's kind of like a fucking weed grabbed. Not that there's anything wrong with this. She's kind of like a fucking weed grabbed around on the Hogwarts and Wizarding World IP. Like even now on the TV show where she has nothing to do with it, they still have to go through her in order to get everything done. Like she has no control over casting of Hogwarts TV series, but she did ensure that it has to be British kids that got the role. And she ended up getting it's not Walter. What's the name of the dwarf? Not Dobby, but the actor, the dwarf actor that is Money Miser. Him anyway. Ensured that he got the role again instead of going to someone like Peter Dinklage, which Peter wouldn't do it anyway, but that's not the point. I would have liked if Hornswoggle got it. Harry Potter returning actor. If I search it up, it should tell me. Not you. Warwick Davis. That's the actor I'm thinking of. He will play Phileas Fitchwick. Yep. So there's that. Yeah, I got Hogwarts from Epic too. I bought some others during Black Friday. Fair play to you. By the way, got a question for the chat. 16 FB RAM, DDR5, or 32 gigabytes DDR4? I'm guessing you meant 16 gigabyte RAM and DDR5. I'm not sure. Someone would need to end up answering that for me. I don't know. 16 gigabyte RAM DDR5 or 32 gigabytes DDR4. I can't answer that. I don't know myself. I've been watching bits of it up. I think based on how he's looking, Luke Littler will probably have a good showcase of retaining his title. Also, by the way, we're shite. We're absolutely shite. Coming out at halftime and immediately a concession. That's unbelievable. I wasn't even paying attention to it. That's insane. That's actually insane. What happened here? Are they giving that? He's down. I mean, fair play to Bournemouth. Nothing Lamens could end up doing there, but still. Maddie's after saying only one stick of RAM. DDR5 is better than DDR4, and more gigabytes of RAM, the better. So in that particular case, which is the better option, Maddie? Do you go with the DDR4 with more gigabytes or the DDR5 with less? Congratulations on your 22 watch streak, by the way, Duck. You are a gent and a scholar. Hopefully we can come back now and get another goal. That's insane that we conceded straight away. Well, that'll put you in a bad mood, conceding that goal. God. Bournemouth are trying 16 gigabytes of DDR5, Maddie. 16 gigabytes of DDR5 or 32 gigabytes of DDR4. Some of the passes that Bournemouth are doing now are bonkers. Bonkers. I don't know. I'd be worried now. I think unfortunately I think the dime has turned in the wrong direction. Let's see what ends up happening, but I don't think so. You know, I like to defend the man, but and maybe I'm wrong, but Goldbridge is complaining that both of the goals we've conceded are the midfield's fault. I don't know if I blame either of the goals we conceded on the midfield. Like the first one was on Shaw, and then Heaven didn't do enough covering in order to stop Semenyo. And this one, Travser just done an unbelievable pass. So, Ashley, Maddie's turning around saying he'd probably still go with the DDR5. God damn it! Casemiro might be sent off for that. Okay, yellow. How are you? Okay, fair enough. Ooh, we could break our record, by the way. Record that's been going on for 388 games when winning at halftime at home in the league since May of 1984. We have never lost. We've drawn 33 times, but we've never lost. So it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening here with us. I don't know. Oh, Casemiro's missing the next match too, so that's a bad miss. I mean, I think he's been grand. Again, maybe I'm giving too much credit to the man. I think he's been grand. I think Casemiro's been fine. I might be giving him too much credit, but I think he's been fine. By the way, I wouldn't be shocked if they score up this. Oh, they did. Okay. I was going to say, unbelievable free kick. Unbelievable free kick. Say what you want to. That's a very good free kick. Joys of that. Yeah. Yeah. I can't give you too much more advice than that. That's unfortunate. They've done a very good job there. Although I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're allowed to stand in front of the wall. I'm genuinely surprised you're allowed to stand in front of the wall. I'm more surprised that they didn't fill in the position where the two fucking players were. But I'm actually genuinely surprised that you're allowed to stand in front of the wall. I don't know. I don't think there's anything Lemens could do there. I don't think there's anything Lemens could end up doing there. Now, as I turned around and I said, I think the dime is cast. I don't think we're getting back into this game. I think we're going to lose that record. I think we're going to lose that record from 1986. I don't see a way for us to get back into this game. Maybe I'm being too negative, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Managed to set up OBS, by the way. I might do some streaming. You should do. You should do. If you think you have it set up and you think you have a strong enough internet to do it and you feel like you're up for the challenge, you should do. It's a good bit of crack, my friend. Enjoy it when you do it. It's all I'll end up saying to you, my friend. Okay, so we'll do that. We're not going to go too weak, but we'll go a wee bit of change. So, is there anyone we can put in for you? Considering this is an FA Cup game, you're too tired. I haven't been paying too much attention to them. What are they saying, Maddie? Fernandez and whoever it is, smaller wall has to do better for that one. I think the wall is a disgrace, to be honest. But I also don't understand why Bournemouth are allowed to stand in the middle of the wall. I don't know why we'd let them anyway, but I don't understand why Bournemouth are allowed to stand in the middle of the wall. That's the one thing I don't understand. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. We should do significantly better on everything that we're at. But it's just the one thing I don't understand. I just don't get that. They are blaming Lamens for the free kick because he was bouncing on his feet like every goalkeeper ever does. See, yeah. Yeah, well, he needs a bit of time. Screw it. I think Nancy will do well there. It's just unfortunate for him. It's just genuinely unfortunate for the poor fucker. And this really sad thing at the moment now is, even though we're still doing a bit of attacking, it doesn't seem like we're going to score in a month of Sundays. Which is massively concerning. Okay, so we have an FA Cup game now versus Altrincham, whoever the fuck that is. They are in... I don't know where they are because it won't load. Okay, fine. They're a club of some description. I have no idea what club. It won't load. So it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? The FA Cup record with the most giant killings. Oh! Well, they might end up doing it again tonight. Well, considering I'm not drinking alcohol, I might as well drink Coke. Drown away my sorrows in some way. So how many times have they done that? I mean, look, at the grand scheme of things, there's still another 30 minutes. I'd say we'll probably end up getting a draw out of this at least, hopefully. But it is a shit show. Like, say what you want to. That was a brilliant free kick. It's a brilliant free kick. We should have done better defensively on it, but a brilliant free kick by them. If they get the win now, they deserve it. We should have put the game to bed in the first half. God damn it, Ahmad. It's a player that's died in this half too. There's 4 United players standing up too, as if we're going to end up subbing any of them. Yeah, our possession has been a joke in this half. Well, we'll see if they can end up the team I'm facing in the FA Cup up. We'll see if they can do it an 18th time when they end up facing us. Bruno. Oh, God damn it. Again, like, it's admirable to see us doing crosses, but these are some of the worst crosses I have seen in fucking ages. Like, Ahmad and Shaw, like, Shaw more than Ahmad. Ahmad you can give a wee bit of grace to, but, like, holy crap is Shaw's pass is horrible. Manu's coming on to it 60 minutes, so let's see what ends up happening here. We'll see what ends up happening now. This will be the real test of bloody Kobe Manu, I'll tell you that. Game's already gone. The players have their head down, and he's in a position where I don't think he's ready to come on. So we'll see what ends up happening. He's 30 minutes to make a change. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I mean, I would have shown you 2 up, but then the game decided to take a full fucking 2 minutes to save. So, you know, No! Up. I didn't end up seeing that. I'll have to check that up after the stream. I know there've been a lot of darts players losing their temper in the last wee bit, but I haven't seen that now. I haven't seen that end up happening. Not during the... I'm guessing this is for the Worlds, right? Where it ended up happening. I know I haven't seen it now. I mean, the last kind of controversy I ended up seeing was... oh God, what's his name? A very, very high-ranking darts player during the tournament before this one, where he scraped himself with his own darts when he was playing Luke Littler because he was just getting destroyed. Can't remember who it was either. I think it was Clark, but I could be wrong on that. Well, I'll have to search it up afterwards. That's interesting. You'd almost think that'd get you banned. Let's see if I can search it up while I'm waiting on this to load. Darts. Player. Blades. Off. Dart. Michael Smith. Michael Smith is who I was thinking of. Nicknamed the Bully Boy. That's who I was thinking of there. So yeah. As for the guy who ended up punching the table, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so that's interesting. If you did that in a pub, you get kicked out. If you did it in the pub, they'd make you buy pints for everyone. Anyway, let's see if Aldrinchram can beat us. We're not going ultra weak, but we're not going strong either. Complete change of the back line. Saxton, Campwalla, and Heaven. Dennis Siemens in goal. Ugarte and Nathaniel Degat. Julian Deville with Ama Diallo. Menu in the attacking midfield position. Evan Ferguson and then Francisco Cramrada. Let's see how we end up doing. We should... Oh, okay. Never mind. So I didn't realize Julian would be cup tied. Okay. Well, then with that being the case, we'll do this first, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. So we need to make one change. Okay, good. And then here, we will put... We'll put Dogu on. Is he not on the bench? Oh, he isn't. Okay, well, that makes that a hell of a lot easier. Patrick Dogu. So Dogu over there instead, and we'll go with this and see how we do. He's off the bloody team. Piss off, game. Oh, this is concerning. This is where this game pulls the piss a bit. Where stuff like this ends up happening and you don't know what the hell you're meant to do. By the way, Ash Day is after giving up. She's after giving up completely. She's gone. Well, if the game ever decides to load, maybe we'll see them. Konya. Ooh. Petrovic almost ended up causing another goal to go in. Almost caused another goal to go in. Petrovic there. Konya almost got the goal that he badly, badly needs. Oh, wait, have we scored? Because he literally saved there. Yeah, I didn't think we did. Bruno. Yeah, Petrovic doesn't look great, but we also don't look like we're having much of a go at this. Why does he always take a centre-back off? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's... I mean, maybe because he just wants to use all of his subs. Oh, I mean, if he's taking a centre-back off in order to put an attacker on, then that's fine. Oh, no. So, Lissandro Martinez is coming on for Heaven. Makes sense. You need to give him time, and then Sesko's coming on as well. So we finally have a striker in. Now we can see if the fuckers will actually continue to do crosses. Game fucking load. Christ. Euro and Mount off. So that means Cunha's going back into this cam position, and Sesko's going up front. Fair enough. What, this bug? I don't know. It's not big, Maddie. That's the really annoying thing about it. It's not even that big. I mean, if you want the answer to that question, the more crude question, you take me out to dinner first. It's nice to see Sesko back, though, because we need him back for next week. Bruno to Shaw. Cunha. Oh, come on, Mbuemu. You have to do better than that. I don't care that they're looking for a handball. That you have to do better than that. Nah, that's not going to count anyways. Mbuemu has to do better than that. I know you don't have much time there, but crikey, you have to do better than that. As I said, you can take me out to dinner first. I mean, look. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't care about Neville. Neville's a tit. Like, Neville can say what he wants to. Like, since Manu came on, let's be fair, we've been the better team again. That still doesn't mean much, but we'll see what ends up happening. God, Mbuemu, tonight is just not your night, is it? Tonight is just not your night. Wonder how Neville would do as a... Wonder how Neville would do as a mom... I don't get that joke, but fair play. For whatever the fuck that means. Oh, come on, you useless sacks of crap. Do something! We have 20 minutes, but don't go down to the 20 minutes. Delo. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, his infamous bad spell at Valencia. But the thing with him too is he just gave up too quick. Like, some of the stuff he was attempting at Valencia, wasn't that bad of an idea. It just didn't work with the Valencia squad that he ended up having. But he was crap at Valencia, and that's the thing about it. And then he just gave up and went straight into commentary and punditry. I think the bigger thing with Gary Neville is that everything else he's ever done has failed as well. Like, he's okay as a pundit and he's okay as a commentator, but like his businesses haven't been doing particularly well. They're in the fucking gutter in terms of the profitability in the last 3 years, and Salford hasn't been going great for him either, where he's one of the main people running Salford. So, you know, we'll see what ends up happening. Lissandro doesn't look great today either. He looks very weak. Mbeumo. Yeah, it's not his day. It's not his day. I've been saying it too. Mbeumo should have at least 2 goals, and just his passing has not been good today. He should have at least 2 goals, and his passing has not been good enough. Honestly, that'd be my next sub. I don't know who you put on for him, but that'd be my next sub. I'd be taking Mbeumo off. I mean, I'd take Mbeumo off and put Joshua Zirkzee on at this point. Come on, Sesko. Sesko, you have to do better than that. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Ooh. Good whack, but no fucking direction, straight at him. Oh, handball. It's a shame that it's outside of the box. We're not going to let them concede. No way. No! They're the Enterprise National League. Christ, guys. I know you're full of youths, but come on. Manu. They've actually scored, haven't they? They've actually scored, haven't they? Oh, Bruno! Bruno! And then these assholes score, because of course they fucking do. To be fair, free kick for free kick. So one good moment to another shite one. National Viorama, and you let them score, you bunch of tits. Now we have 15 minutes. Can we win it? Yes is the answer to the question. Will we, though? We'll see. Again, I don't get this. What's with the gap in the fucking wall? I know Bruno didn't go through it, but what's with the gap in the fucking wall? Beautiful free kick, though. Genuinely beautiful free kick. Oh, no, Benny, this was a shit goal. This was an absolutely horrible goal. I know it was disallowed, but this was a horrible goal. But I know you're on about Bruno's goal. It genuinely is. That's a worldie of a free kick. Genuinely very, very good goal by Bruno. You're not going to see. You're going to find it hard to find a better free kick than that. Now, to be fair, the one we ended up seeing at the start of the second half was very good as well. Ahmad. And Francisco Cramrada gets his goal. Up, I'll time you out if you start doing shit like that. Leave it. That's your one and only warning. It's your one and only warning. I'll time you out if you start doing shit like that. Oh, come on. Fuck it, we might win this. Fuck it, we might win this. And he needed it. He fucking needed it. Cunha needed that goal. Of all people, Cunha needed that. Cunha's been needing that goal for about a month. For about a month, Cunha's been needing that goal. Unbelievable. I can't wait to see it because I haven't seen it yet. But Cunha's needed that goal for about a month. And fair play to Sesko for nicking the goddamn ball off of Mbeumo. And Cunha doing excellent to put it in. Unbelievable. And Mbeumo was fucking angry at Sesko, but it led to a goal, so who cares? Unbelievable. And well on Sesko for being a greedy asshole and robbing the ball off of fucking Mbeumo. That's the type of shit you want to see Sesko doing too. Beautiful. Cunha needed that goal. He needed that goal. Now, can we keep it? Is the bigger question. Can we fucking keep it? No, you have to say Bournemouth threw this away. Bournemouth threw this away. But, like, look at this again. Like, unbelievable. Sesko knows Mbeumo is fucked and just robs it from Mbeumo. And a beautiful pass down. Beautiful interception. But unbelievable. You know, funnily enough, Matty, you say that, but I actually wouldn't. The best defense is a good offense in this case in point. We don't want to repeat the mistake of West Ham. The best defense is a good offense. Fucking rocket your ass up the pitch. Get the second goal, because as we all know, it's not working.
Shut up.
Don't you forget,
Here he
you
goes.
ain't won
Ooh,
yet.
I'm scared.
I was wondering why that didn't fucking work. I mean, here's the funny thing about it. Defensive, like, the really funny thing about it is we haven't actually, like, it's 3 goals, so obviously we have, but we haven't actually been that bad defensively. 2 fuck-ups has been what's ended up causing this, but, like, 1 caused by Shaw, and then I still need to see a repeat of the second goal. That was a very slow pass out to bloody Lissandro by Lamens. I need to look at that second goal. The third goal, there's nothing you can end up doing. I don't actually think we've been that bad defensively. It's just good that we've been okay offensively. Now, the fans are really behind us now, which is good too. Nathaniel Decat with a brilliant pass to Manu. Open there, and Manu just ends up scoring. Beautiful. The fact that we let them score is actually concerning, but at the end of the day, we're winning. I love how it's giving me a warning in this game that we're being outnumbered by their attackers, which is funny as hell, but I think it's always going to warn about that. God, some people are bitter bastards. But, like, there's been this big conversation happening online in the last wee bit. Why is the game frozen? There's I'll just let it continue to run. I don't know why it's frozen. There's been this conversation happening from a bunch of bitter bastards turning around stating that Pedri is a better footballer than Bruno Fernandes. And, like, I don't see where this makes any point, but one of the guys there is just turning around saying, Bruno just scored a free kick. Imagine seeing Pedri do that in 100 years. No point being that fucking bitter. Let players be good, you know? Game, come on. Game, come on. Game. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off, United. The game's frozen and then Junie fucking scores. I can't wait to see this one. What shite did we end up doing this time? Well, that defeats my bloody idea that we were defensively okay. It just lands straight into his feet. Unbelievable. That's on both. That's on both Heaven and Lissandro Martinez. I'm sorry, both of them are in the wrong there. Won't let me do the instant result either. Fuck this game. Okay, good. She's back. Oy, oy, oy. Now, can we come back and score another goal? I don't think so, but we'll see. Sad thing is they can come back and score as well. Junior Krupi's an unbelievable player, by the way. Genuinely, he is an unbelievable player. I think he's only, what is he? He's only 20 or something like that, isn't he? 19, yeah, 19 years of age. He's a very good player. I mean, it is funny how the commentators now that I'm listening to are turning around there saying, great response from Bournemouth, which is fine, but like United had the same bloody response as well, so and they weren't saying that with him. Okay, come on. It's still not too late. We can get this fifth goal. I mean, that's a fair opinion, Matty. It's even worse when you think about it too. We've conceded 4 goals with 5 at the back. And I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, as we've determined before, I'm not the best when it comes down to goalkeeping, bloody elements and all that type of stuff. But I don't think any of them are Lamenz's fault. (6-1) for halftime. Can we make it 7? Yep. Happy out. Oh, come on, guys. Can you get this goal, IRL? Down. Oh, that's unfortunate. We have lost that edge too. We don't seem to be as dominant in the attack as we were at the initial stages of this as well, which is the other problem. God, Mbwemu, this has not been your night. God, if they score now, this is on Mbwemu. Nice, Sesko. No one there to help Sesko. This has just not been Mbwemu's night. He's never he hasn't been in the right spot, I don't think, once this entire game. Come on, guys, can we get it? At this point, I'd say no. I'd say it's ending as a 4-4 draw. But we'll see. How many extra minutes it'll give too? I'd be expecting 8 minutes at least. If I was a betting man. 8, yeah. 8 dead. Oh, we let them score again. Fuck. It's amazing how you can just tell sometimes. I don't think it deserves 8 minutes, but I bloody knew it'd be 8 minutes. Ah, Cunha. And Petrovic barely held on to that too, and there was a crap bloody shot. They're going to score again, aren't they? God, Simmons, you're shite. Absolutely shite. I have to get new goalkeepers. 2 new sets of goalkeepers. Holy shit. Taking Taverner off is an interesting choice. He has been arguably Bournemouth's best player. I would have kept him on to see if he had a moment of brilliance, if I'm honest. Fuck me, Lissandro. Oh, God. This screams a Bournemouth goal. Screams it. Don't let them score. By the way, our XG has been 3.27 to their 1.61. So we've been dominant when it comes down to creating chances, which tells you everything you need to know about us. Okay. Sesko should have tried for that. Yep, although the Mbwemu one is way too long, but Xerxes for Mbwemu is the right choice and Dogu for Shaw is the right choice. They came too late. They came significantly too late, but those are the right subs. Like, they came way too late, but they are the right subs. Like, Mbuemu needed to be taken off of that pitch 10 minutes ago. Okay, Mbuemu needs to look at a fucking mirror and talk to himself about how he performed today. Cirksy. Interesting. Doggo. To be more powerful than that. Why are you... Manu, you tit! It's lucky you didn't get a card for that handball. This has got to be one of the biggest results we've seen in a while in my game, by the way. 10-3. That's what I get for bloody keeping Dennis Siemens on, though. Come on, United. Get something out of this. Get a wee bit of fire into your fucking arses and try and win this game. Like, a draw is a bad result in this game. Well, it isn't at the end of the day. At least we bloody get something out of it, but it is a bad result at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Old Trafford does seem to be quiet, doesn't it? It does seem like the air has been sucked out of the arena. Yeah, bloody couple of people have ended up saying that. Could have been the end of the bloody record. Yeah, it feels like it at this point. It feels like it's Bournemouth's game to win, which is a crying shame considering how we were playing for much of the second half, and even the first half. It's a crying shame that this basically feels like it's Bournemouth's game to win. We'll see what ends up happening, but I mean, he's not wrong. Lemens, the one thing with Lemens in that save, very good save by Lemens, but Lemens was stuck. If he had gone either side of Lemens wasn't getting there. Ooh. Hey, Bournemouth, they're down to 10 men. Interesting. Here comes their goal, I'm sure. We'll find out in a second, but it probably is their goal here. It wouldn't shock me a goddamn bit if they scored here. Come on, move with some fucking fire. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Absolutely nothing. I mean, that's not surprising that this is the highest scoring match in this particular fixture. They've never had a higher scoring match between Bournemouth and United. That's not exactly surprising. I mean, they've saved the record, which is something, I suppose. But it's hard to know who threw away that game, whether Bournemouth threw away that game or United threw away that game, but someone threw away that game. It's hard to know which one done which, if I'm honest. All I know is we died after their fourth goal. We didn't come into this game at all to bloody do anything after the fourth goal. So there's not really much you can do with that, is there? God, wouldn't it have been something if Manu was able to score in that last fucking bit there, but he wasn't able to. I mean, it's a good game. It's a good game. The funny thing is, I think on the balance of things, United deserved a win. But, you know, what can you really do? Just unlucky, isn't it? Just watching the final bits here before the whistle is blown. It does. And yeah, like, I need to see the second goal, Ashday. I need to see the second goal because the first goal was a Luke Shaw and Aiden Heaven problem. Delo, first of all. Like, all three of them ends up making catastrophic mistakes and ends up going in. I need to see the second goal again to see what ends up happening there. There's nothing you can do about the free kick. And the Junior Krupi goal is just an unfortunate mistake that comes off of just crapness in general from the end of it. But at the end of the day, it shows gumption. I don't know. Lissandro does not look ready. And I don't mean that as in he doesn't look match fit. I think he doesn't look body-wise. He doesn't look ready. He looks weak to me. He doesn't look like the butcher, Lissandro Martinez. So I don't think he's ready. You see, 4 goals were conceded, so obviously there's something wrong with the defense, but I don't actually think the defense was that bad this game. I know some people will cut a swath through the midfield as being a problem, but I also genuinely don't think that the midfield was that bad. Manu done very well as the replacement for Casemiro when he ended up coming in, and I think Casemiro performed very, very well. I just think we were unlucky. But hey, fuck it. If you wanted to do more analysis over and figure it out, you can do. I mean, I think we deserved the win. but we didn't end up getting it. So that's all that can end up happening. From what I remember, defense could be at fault for one, and Lamens could be at fault for one. I'd have to watch the goals back. I don't think Lamens is at fault for any of them myself. I don't think Lamens is at fault for any of them. And even if he is at fault for one of them, those last two saves in the 96th minute and the 99th minute, cover for him. Genuinely, I don't think he's at fault for any of them. It's just the second goal. The second goal is the only one I'd need to end up looking at. Like, Lissandro Martinez and Aiden Heaven are in the wrong spot for Craic. Junior Craic should not have been given the space that he was there. One of the two of them should have had him. So they are at fault there. But at the end of the day, the other thing is, as sad as it is, if Mbeumo had scored those goals in the first half that he should have scored, it's a completely different tale of the dance. The really, really sad truth of the matter is Mbeumo should have been taken off of the pitch 10 minutes earlier. For their fourth goal, Lissandro should be close to the player when the pass is made. They just let. That's what I think. That's what I think, Ashday. And that's my point with Lissandro. Lissandro does not seem ready. Lissandro Martinez. I can't say that he doesn't look fit. He just doesn't look like the butcher. He looks small. He looks diminished. He looks weak. And that's not fair because he's not back and he hasn't been given proper match time, so we'll see. But to me, he looks weak. How are you doing, Ben, my friend? Is life treating you well? Like, I don't want to be mean. Yoro, again, didn't have a great game. He didn't do anything particularly wrong, but he didn't have a great game. I think Aiden Heaven, for the most part, had a good game, but there was a couple of positions there where he just didn't end up having the right connection points there. I mean, I just don't agree with Goldbridge. How many more fans are going to ignore the fact that this is on the manager and his ridiculous notion that Bruno in the midfield works? 4 goals conceded against a side that hasn't won since October and has the worst away record in the league with Burnley. I mean, maybe that's fair, but I genuinely don't blame the midfield for almost any of them. I'd have to look at the second goal. It's all under defence. Maybe the midfield is the fault for that. I genuinely think Casemiro and Bruno had good games. I don't blame them for it. I don't agree with them. I just don't. But you're right. We had plenty of chances that should have been done and dusted. It wasn't in Mbeumo's game, and every single bit of it landed on Mbeumo. Now, there is one good thing that came out of this game, and let's just hope that it works out. Matheus Cunha needed that goal. Matheus Cunha needed that goal. If that gets Matheus Cunha in the goal orientation, a lot of things change for United, because before tonight, Mbeumo's performance was Cunha's performance. In the last couple of games that Cunha has played, and he has had chances, he was Mbeumo tonight, missing all of his individual chances. The fact that Cunha scored, especially considering Mbeumo's gone for the AFCON, will help us, because hopefully he'll have that connective tissue as we go on. I think the fact that Manu has had a good performance will cause the likes of the Goldbridges there that are harping about the midfield to have more legs to stand on, because he done well. But at the end of the day, we were unlucky. We should have won that game. We had double the XG of them. We played better than them for a good 60% of that match. We died on 2 individual points. The minute the game started and the minute we scored our 4th goal. And you can't do that. You just can't do that. So, shit happens. Yes, that's the Villa is next on Sunday in Villa Park. They're on a good run of form, but they're takeable as well. If we play like we played today and solidify ourselves a bit into defense, I think we'll win against Villa. But if I was a betting man right here and now, we're going to draw to Villa, if I'm honest. Now, we're still 6th, so it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst result in the world. So we go with what we have and we see what ends up happening. But with all that being said, I'm happy I was able to watch the game with you this evening. I am actually going to leave the stream there for the night, guys. Thank you all so much for coming in. I'm going to send us off onto a raid now in a bit. I don't blame you, Ben. It kind of had me stressed out as well. And I'm going to do some back-end stuff to see why I've been having some issues with the actual streams and the whole lot. And I will be back as things stand tomorrow. I'll let you know on the Discord if that ends up changing. As things stand, I'll be back with Shin Megami Tensei 5. If that isn't your cup of tea, I 100% understand. But please feel free to come in and say hello. For all of you that have been here, it has been an absolute pleasure to talk to you and have the conversation and watch a fairly good game of football. And apologies for the absolute level of horse crap that I've been going through with the way that the streams have been going. But hey, we enjoy the crack and see how it ends up going. I'm going to send you on to someone currently playing Hades 2. They have actually raided me once a long time ago. So it's about time I send the favor back. And they're a pizza party streamer, so it ends up helping me as well. So I'll send you on to Birdsong Technology. Just end up giving it a Craic Addicts attack, and I appreciate it all galore. Remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. It has been an absolute pleasure. Slán go fóill, my friends, and as always, Pog Mahone. Adios until tomorrow.